Y'all know who it is. Jiff and Flo. To follow me Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. If you like what you see, leave a comment and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
Dark, you say the defendant is a promiscuous liar who broke your heart 4 years ago, stepping out on your then relationship. You admit to having a one-night stand with her 2 years ago, but are furious Ms. Bailey is now claiming you fathered her 11-month-old son, which you say is impossible. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dark is a deadbeat who knows full well he is your son Jameer's father. You claim there is no way anyone but Mr. Dark could have fathered your...
Now look, I understand what I'm about to say. It doesn't really pertain to the subject of the matter, but look, the face that she's making, the eyes, how casual, the little smirk, something about it just pure evil. Like, you know, you could just tell and just peep the vibe. The vibe she giving off is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those where it's like, I don't feel too comfortable having a kid with you type of vibe. Like, you look low-key psychotic and crazy, and you do look like a one night stand type of gal, you know? Like, you hit it and quit it, but we not gonna make it anything more. It is what it is. But look, y'all gotta understand, at the end of the day, when y'all choose to sleep with each other, the possibility of having a kid is inevitable if y'all not using protection. You know what I'm saying? Don't come around here, don't use protection, and then you think you're not gonna have a kid. I digress.
Your son, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dark, why would you call Ms. Bailey a promiscuous liar?
Your Honor, I've been knowing Miss Bailey for
Hold
probably...
on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So I'm reading their names, the name tag you see down in the bottom. Now look at this.
Would you call Ms. Dark could have fathered your liar?
Yeah.
So she's 27, and he's 38. What's that, an 11-year difference? My boy, you knew better. You know, like, I understand we like the... First of all, black don't crack. Let's keep that. Let's say that. Let's say that right now. Black do not crack whatsoever. But still, you knew better to mess with that, my boy. You knew better. Don't do that. It's an age difference. With age, I'm assuming comes wisdom, more self-control, knowledge. You know, so even though she might have cheated on you, but your age shows that you should have the ability to, you know, see that. I mean, she might be deceptive for all I know, but I'm just saying, he got an 11-year age gap. That's all I'm gonna say.
Your Honor, I've been knowing Miss Bailey for probably about 7 or 8 years, and she's had a history of things like this. And I'm just gonna understand it. But when I come back, she was doing her best friend's hair at the house. So I came in from work, gave her a kiss, whatever, you know, told her that I was gonna walk to the store for a second to grab some things. When I left out of the door to go to the store, her best friend came running out of the door to like, hey, Terrence, wait up for a second, I'm gonna go to the store with you. So, you know, I thought that was kind of strange, like, why'd you know, but anyway.
Now look, I'm assuming that her best friend is gonna tell him the deed and what's going on. Now look, if you have a friend that do that, that's not your best friend. But that might not be your best friend, but that's a good human being, you know? That's a good human being. Cause they doing what's right for the for the greater good, regardless of how their relationship is gonna turn out. Regardless, if you in a friendship with a person that cheating on their significant other, that's not a good friendship to be having anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, that rubs off, you know, and you might be doing the same thing on your end. So it probably was smart to cut ties. I don't know if they cut ties, just my prediction, but let's see if I'm correct on this subject.
Anyway, we went on to the store. Well, while we was going to the store, her friend started to tell me a story. She was like, well, I just want to tell you something. She was like, well, the whole time that you was gone, she was cheating on you.
Her best friend told you
This
that?
is what her best friend told me. Yes, ma'am.
And I only did it because I thought you was cheating on me.
Okay. But
So you had...
By that logic, that makes no sense. It's like saying, I robbed a bank because I believed the bank was robbing me. I punched him in the face because I felt like he was punching me. What? Did you have any solid evidence that he was cheating? Did you even try to investigate the situation? Did you even bring up this subject to him? You just had this in your head and you're like, he cheating, boom. So you cheat? The logic that goes into these fraternity courts, it doesn't stand in any, like, what is, I'm gonna pop a blood vessel thinking, trying to rationalize what she's saying right now, bro.
Admit you cheated on him.
I did.
Okay,
Dirty,
and so
dirty.
your best friend told on you?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, we never stopped. We never stopped dealing with each other along the way. Even though we separated, we still occasionally seen each other every, like 2, 3, maybe every 2 months, 3 months or so.
What's dealt with each other mean?
We still seen each other.
Smashing. That's what that mean. Smashing. Beating the Doonies down. Taking another Dooney land in a Dooney van. You know what I'm saying?
Occasionally.
Seen each other and had sex, or
Yes,
just seen
ma'am.
Recording.
You kept having sex until
2016
It was like early March.
of March.
So with the calculation and the date she's using, Mr. Dark, you're saying
Doesn't
this
make no
pregnancy would
sense,
only been
bro.
8 months.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you believe she was already pregnant when you
Yes,
all were
ma'am.
intimate in
She
March.
had to be already pregnant.
That's wild.
And so I guess I was just a crutch.
That's wild.
Whatever. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
You feel like you were a crutch.
Yes, ma'am, because from the beginning, I was there at the hospital when Jameer was born, even with my doubts, because in the back of my mind, I didn't never want to feel like, okay, he really was my son and I didn't do the things that I was supposed to do as a father. I was there.
Bro, I respect that, bro. 100% respect that. You know what I'm saying? Even though he had doubts. See, now, remember the last video I made, I said paternity test should be mandatory. But look, even though he had doubts, he said, man, I want to be a deadbeat, I want to correct my action. I don't want to be the stereotype, blah, blah, blah. Hey, yo, he's doing a good thing right now. I can't even get mad at what he's doing right now. This is what you should be doing, you know? This is what you, as a man, should be doing at the end of the day. Even though it's not yours. I mean, personally, me, I wouldn't. I'll get it first. I'll get a DNA test. We gonna nip that in the butt off the rip. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. But you know, he's doing what he's doing though.
When he was born, the onesies and stuff that he took home,
Okay, so
I
why
bought for
did you
them.
sign the birth
Pampers,
certificate?
the Pampers that he had,
Miss Bailey,
cry now.
what are you feeling in this moment?
Like,
What's
I don't-
upsetting you?
And the reason why I signed the birth certificate, to answer your question, is because you told me at the hospital that if I didn't sign it right then, then I
No,
wouldn't
I
have
did
another
not.
opportunity to
I
sign it.
didn't-
That's what you told me right there at the hospital.
no, I
Damn.
didn't. You didn't have to sign it. I didn't force you to sign it. You
If
signed
I
it on your
didn't
own.
sign it, what was gonna happen? He won't have your last name. You won't get to sign it. Did you not say that?
Okay, but
Okay, you know you
I
said
did
that.
not tell you that. No, I didn't.
You literally admitted to it just now. First of all, second of all, that's manipulation at its finest. Brother, don't fall for it though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand your ground. Talk to the doctors. You gotta talk to people, the higher ups that know this stuff. You know, like, and don't go off of her words. I don't want to be mean, but she hood rat. You know what I'm saying? Go to like the correct people, get the correct information that you need, so you don't gotta deal with this type of situation, bro. I'm gonna tell you this straight up.
Did not. I said, okay, if you don't sign, okay, that's on you.
Why you crying?
What is upsetting you in this moment, Miss Bailey?
Because
Tell
he
the
know
court.
that it is his son. Like, my baby look exactly like him.
It's upsetting you because he's denying him?
Yes. You don't understand. I have
but that's-
3
this
other
is- you
kids
do
that I
this to
take
yourself.
care of by myself.
Right. And you've had this same problem previously.
Okay, but I made sure that I wasn't gonna do it again. Like, I made sure that you was gonna be the only person.
Well,
Miss Bailey,
hold
have
up,
you
bro.
been in a
What's going on?
paternity
No,
situation before?
I have. With my ex.
You have?
Yes.
With your ex. So one of your other children, there was a paternity question surrounding that.
Yes.
And you got it resolved? It was determined
That he wasn't.
the biological father?
Oh my goodness. So she has a track record is what you're telling me. That's crazy. Horrendous track record. Wow. This is not looking good for you. I'm gonna keep it a bean, I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm gonna keep it 100. You looking real bad right now, Shadi. Shadi.
Do you know who your child's biological father is? That
Yes.
child? You do know.
Yes, I do.
So now history is repeating itself in this moment for you.
Type shit.
Yes, it is.
If you want more episodes during the window of conception, we outlined between February 17th to February intimate with during that time
No
in
one-
February.
no.
A full-term baby?
Yes, he was.
Or
I don't even-
Nebraska.
shipped to Mr. Dark?
I'm his current girlfriend, and I'm pregnant with his
Oh, now
child.
he's girlfriend.
Okay, what would you like to tell the court?
Well, first, in my personal opinion, I don't feel like the baby looks like him. That's just my personal opinion.
So you do not feel like there is a physical resemblance?
No.
What
Let's look at it. I mean, I don't know. From the view I'm looking at, I don't really see nothing. I was gonna say the nose, but can't really tell from the side profile. Skin tone, definitely not it. The eyes, for sure not it. I don't really see anything. I'm gonna keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it trill. The ears. Then it's hard to tell on the view, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all. And no pun intended, but his name. You see his name? I'm just saying his last name, man. They know what they was doing when they had him. I'm gonna tell you that.
What else do you know about the paternity situation?
Well, my due date is November 19th. My conception date is February 24th.
Oh, and we're now 1 year later, but what you're saying is that you have a similar due date
Yes.
as the one that was presented for Jameer, as when Jameer was born.
Yes.
Okay, well, we two different people. Like,
It don't matter.
but still. And my baby
You're
look-
two different people, Miss Bailey, but at the same time, comparatively, there's going to be a child that will potentially be born around the same time as yours, exactly 1 year.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't see none. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't see none. I might be tripping, but I don't see no resemblance whatsoever. Y'all let me know. I don't see nothing.
Later, which further indicates that this window of time of February 17th to February 24th is a more realistic time frame.
I understand, but still, like I said, he was the only person that I was having sex with.
Yeah, you said it's the same to the previous guy. You told him the same exact thing. You
No,
was
I
the only
am.
person. Miss Bailey has a history.
Men-
Yes, ma'am. It's like, to me, I think she likes to destroy homes. Like, she likes
How?
to deal with attached men. Like,
How?
You're saying she likes to deal with attached men.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you an attached man now?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you been dealing with her?
Okay, judge. Are you really a judge? That question you said made absolutely no sense whatsoever. You asked him if he's an attachment. He just said he has a female right there, and she's expecting. He wanted to be a stand-up guy for the previous female he's dealing with, but apparently he thinks that's not his jet. And now you asking the question, are you attached? Does he not have a jet, bro, on the way? Like, what are you talking about? Use common sense, context clues. You don't need a degree to do that now.
Her while you're attached?
No, ma'am. But it probably not because
I don't see it, bro. I don't want to be a dickhead, bro, but I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it personally.
Yes, he were.
Probably
Yes,
because-
he were. He was calling my phone, asking me could he come over and have sex with me.
Judge, that's a lie, Your Honor. I got text messages that I done showed to my girl when she wasn't even here, showing with Jessica like, oh, it's just me and Jameer tonight. You want to come watch a movie with us? You want, like, no.
Yeah,
no.
so you can be there for your child. You don't never come
I don't
over.
have to come over there at
You
10
didn't-
o'clock at night and watch a movie with you to be there for him.
Okay, so I
You
be
trying
at
to make
work
another
too.
one.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you
Why
was.
would I want
Trying to make
another one
another
by you and you don't even do for the
So
first one?
Jameer is 11 months old. What has been your relationship
That's
with
why you don't
the
have
child?
your first child, because you don't do for her.
I was in Jameer's life. I've been a part of his life. I've gotten him. I've taken him with me. I've kept him. I took him to Alabama with me when I went to my granny's funeral last month. And my whole
Wow,
family,
for all
the
a
whole
couple of
family
days because
said
of
that
what?
that's not your
A
child.
So when you brought Jameer
bro, I'm gonna
with
tell you
you
this. Listen. This girl right here, everybody look at her reaction. She look like she done
To
with
your-
this shit. Look.
It's because
Said
of
that-
what?
Look at that.
here with you
She look like
to
she
your
done with this shit. I'm saying she probably doing jury duty anyway. But look, if you bring the jit to the cookout, to the family reunion, funeral with all the old heads, they know. I'm gonna keep it a beat. They know better than anybody. So if you say it's yours, and they say it's not, it's not. Yo, I don't know how they do it. They just know.
your family member's funeral,
Yes, ma'am.
your whole family said to
whole
you that's
family.
not your child.
The whole family. My mama said, boy, if you don't get that baby out of here,
Yo, I love that. I love that energy, bro. Keep it a bean, keep it a buck. I'ma keep it. Yes. She was just keeping it real with you though. Boy, if you don't get that baby on my face, backhand slap that baby.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what she said to me.
Listen, ultimately, it's Jameer's life that's truly at stake in this moment because your relationship seems to be resolved, but the paternity question has not been resolved.
Right.
What are you hoping for, Ms. Bailey?
That he step up and that
What?
he do
What are
for
you
my
talking
baby.
about?
Like, I don't understand. And I grew up without my parents, so I want him to be there for Jameer.
Bro, what's her occupation?
So you're saying you
Like-
grew up without your parents?
I did. And it was very hard for me.
Bro, don't cry on here, bro. I don't give a fuck how you feeling, Jit.
I can only imagine.
And it was
And you
very
do
hard.
not want that for your son.
No.
Hold up. We are at 11:02. I want to know her occupation. Room attendant. What the fuck is a room attendant, bro? The fuck? Holy crap. You are broke. You are poor. What? The top earners. This is top earners. This is average at best. You are poor. You're making 1140. I mean, I live in Florida. Let me see. How you spell Georgia? Georgia. Geo. How much? Okay, you're still broke. This is disrespectful. I don't know why you had four kids. You should have got your money up. Look, you're struggling. The reason why you fighting from tooth to the nail for this, I'm 100% sure it's because you don't have enough income to sustain this living. I personally cannot concept to have it yet if I'm not financially stable enough to care for a kid. I want my kid to be living good. If they say they want this, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give them everything he or she wants, but I'm gonna tell you, like, I want to have the ability to be like, yeah, you want this, you can get it. I don't want to have to be penny pinching, checking my bank account every 2 seconds. Oh man, I gotta wait for the check to hit, to clear. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting while I'm young right now, I'm getting my finances up. I'm stacking bread, doing good things, investments. So as I get older, those investments are gonna tenfold. And then, you know, like when I'm 27 maybe, I'll be good. 27 and up, maybe 26, 25 and up. I'm still young, you know what I'm saying? I'm building myself, and I want to find a lady that can compliment me. So don't be like this and just have kids willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying? I understand having kids is a blessing, but it's not a blessing when you bring the kids into a world that they can't have. You putting them in that situation that they can't handle. Section 8 right now. In the hood, drug dealing, slanging dope. That's all they can do. Their mama's below the poverty level right now. She has no assets. I guarantee that.
More behind the tears. And this situation is painful enough, but I've done this long enough to know that there was more behind the tears you're feeling. And even maybe some of the accusations Mr. Dark has testified to in terms of your choice in partners, what you've been through. It's difficult when you don't have your parents.
But Judge, I just like it's so much she say I don't want to do for him. I bought him probably like about 15 ones when he first was born and some
You
diapers
did
and
not
stuff.
buy him
And I
nothing.
took him to her
Talk.
or whatever, but
It was
because of the
clothes
fact
that was already worn for someone
because of the
else.
fact
Shut
that
up.
another lady had gave me these things or whatever,
Okay,
but
so
it
why
was
would you
because
say you bought something
her
you
baby
never
never
bought
won.
nothing?
They
Well,
were
let me
new.
be clear. Even if he has not bought him something, he will be buying him things and
That's
paying
right.
child support because you put your name on that birth certificate, and that makes you the legal father. You
told
do
me.
understand that, right?
Okay.
And this is yet another reason why the
I like how the fact that she was so passionate about that, saying that, like she let her nuts hang while she's saying that, so cocky. Like, even though you're not the father, you're gonna be paying child support. What? Think about it. You are not the father, but you're paying child support. The reason for child support is to support a child that shares. If that's the case, why the whole U.S. don't support that child, right? It's child support. Might as well take child support out of taxes and shit and just support random kids at this point. By that logic, because they don't have to be biologically related, right? He signed the birth certificate. Look, bro, that's a setup. If you have to sign the birth certificate, they should make it mandated to have paternity tests, bro. In my opinion, if you don't have to sign a birth certificate, paternity test shouldn't be mandated. But if you do, why not make it mandated? And damn, bro, you too old to be doing this, bro. You're 38, man. Damn.
stakes are so high today is because you have basically acknowledged paternity. By signing that birth certificate, you have said to
So she's not gonna take into account he was coerced. He was bamboozled, manipulated into signing it. The way she swindled him to do that. I like how they left that out there, even though she literally admit live on the camera what she did. She manipulated him, even though he not knowingly know if it was his. She literally swindled his ass to do it, but she's not even bringing that up in court. I like how, I mean, she's a female, so obviously she gonna pick and choose. But I like how she just, we gonna do that. That's some shicey ass shit right there.
state, I am acknowledging that I'm the father of this child, which means you're responsible to take care of the child. You're going to be responsible for child support for this child. And this is what is problematic, because many men don't understand that when they are in that moment, if they have doubt, they cannot sign a birth certificate, and I don't care what type of.
Okay, so why don't you have before when you have a child, y'all sit down and be like, sir, are you 100% sure this is your child? If it's so important as you stated, why don't they sit down, come with the paperwork? Sir, so this is a paternity test. If you sign this, you're saying that the child is yours. Now, if you have doubts, we have a 30-day grace period. Within that 30 days, we will provide you with a paternity test if you want to check it. If not, we good. You can sign right now. But if you don't, you have a 30-day grace period. Take as much time as you need. You can talk to your spouse and handle that. Do you know how much of the situations like this will happen occur? You will never see these paternity tests. This won't even be a thing no more. But the government don't do that, because when you be put on child support, they get in your pockets. Because you already know the government, IRS, they love to get in people's pockets. They're trying to even get in my pocket. They're trying to be like getting crypto and shit. Like, god damn, we can't do nothing with money without Uncle Sam trying to touch it, bro. That's crazy.
Stress, duress, I do not care. You can't do that, because at that point you are putting your not care certificate, and I don't care what type of stress, duress, I do not care. you can't do that because at that
She says she don't care. She's giving all these. She seems so passionate, like she's knowledgeable. Well, if you get married, you have a prenup. And she signed under duress. They throw that shit out the window, bro. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up, bro. If you have a prenup, a logical prenup with everything that making perfect sense, nothing out of line, nothing crazy, like if she gains 250 pounds, she don't own nothing, like no crazy shit like that. But if you have a logical 50 split of most things, blah blah blah, or whatever you came with, you want that back. But she signed under duress, the whole thing get thrown out the window. This is crazy. I like how they can pick and choose situations and aspects and scenarios when they want.
point, you are putting yourself on the hook as the father of this child, and there is no guarantee that a state will remove your name from that birth certificate. You have to petition. Even if today it is determined that Jameer is not your biological child, that does not change the fact that you are his legal father. And this courtroom is about, of course, resolving paternity issues for children, but it's also about empowering and informing.
Empowering? Who are you empowering? Who you're informing? You're empowering the female by letting her do what she do and continue to do what she do. The negligence that you just basically allowed. You're empowering her because there's no repercussions in her actions. She can manipulate how many dudes doing the same thing, collecting child support. That's basically what you're telling me. You're not empowering the dude whatsoever. You're not empowering the child whatsoever. What you should be doing is getting her to make the child have a good relationship with the biological father. Not the legal father. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
People about what they need to do in situations like this, because this is not some momentary thing. You're responsible for this child. He's only 11 months old, and you got another one on the way.
I don't know why, though.
Jerome, I'm ready for the results. DNA diagnosed us in the case of Dark versus Bailey. When it comes to 11-month-old Jameer Dark, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Dark, you are the father.
Damn. How did that even make sense? She got pregnant in like what, 4 or 5 months? How does that even work? Why are you crying,
Father,
Trish?
Mr. Dark, I saw genuine emotion on your face because I felt like in that moment you understood that for almost a year, this baby has been denied and questioned.
Man, shut your ass up, nigga. You don't give a damn about nothing. You just want this man to be... you were so ready to put this man on child support. Yeah, shut your ass up, bro. But hey, man, y'all know who it is, man. Jiffy Flow. Follow me Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube, and some more. I'm outie.